earbud headphones Suguru hack. So Suguru is a flexible silicone putty that cures, and it's very, very strong. So with the earbud hack, you can put it behind your ear, and it kind of flexes when you move. The second one is a flashlight holder for your camera. So you can easily stick a little Suguru on the top of your camera and then put the flashlight on top of it, and it will stay there. And you can take it out in the wild, and you don't have to have any kind of clip or anything. The third project is a MIDI keyboard, and this is just a really simple interface. They wanted to make giant buttons for a MIDI keyboard. And then the last one is Suguru robot wheels, and they just put them on some servos that are moving, and they made robot wheels. So as you can see, under the titles of the projects lists the hackerspace. So these are Laboratorio de Juguete. I think they're an Argentinian hackerspace. The Concoctory is in the USA. So these are projects from all around the world. And like I said before, we had 230 projects similar to this posted from the build night. So I'm going to jump into Instructables a little bit, give you a little bit of background information. So this is the homepage of the website, and you can type in a keyword, and it will bring you to DIY instructions on how to make that thing. So Rockets is a really popular project on our website. And we have 6 categories of projects that we cover. So we have technology Instructables, we have workshop projects, living, food, play, and outdoors. And so you can kind of see what that looks like. 5-minute chocolate cake, that's one of our recipe projects. Our recipes are pretty exciting. We have people using electronic parts to make cakes that move or cakes that turn into games. So it's, we do have pies and cookies and stuff like that, but we definitely have more exciting, fun stuff. Cedar strip canoe, outdoors is a really big thing for us. We've got a lot of camping projects and a lot of sports projects. This is a convertible dress that one of our editors made. And so sewing and knitting are really big on our website as well. And then this is a 3-axis CNC. So we've got a lot of people making their own CNCs, 3D printers, laser cutters, hacking their Dremel to make an at-home CNC, something like that. And then we run a lot of contests on the website. So we're giving away 3D printers, cameras, laptops. We're really trying to encourage people to show what they can make. And then we want to support the community with more tools and more materials. So jumping back to the Build Night program, so you can see how Instructables and these hackerspaces all fit together. So like I said before, the Build Night program is a way to introduce new products to people that are tinkering already. And the hackerspaces range anywhere from tech shop level to people hacking in their garage or in their basement. So the first step of the Build Night program is finding a partner. So we've partnered so far with 7 different companies. Suguru, I mentioned them before. Bear Conductive, they make a conductive paint that you can draw on fabric, on paper, you can draw circuits. Lumi, it's a photo-sensitive dye. And then Cool Neon, which is EL Jamco. We send around electronic packages to different hackerspaces. Voltaic Systems, that was a really cool one. We sent around solar panels to hackerspaces in Africa, in China, in Mexico, and then Little Bits, which is something that we're launching in June, and we're sending $1,100 worth of Little Bits to 15 spaces. So each space is going to get $1,100 worth of Little Bits. So once we find a partner, then we have to contact the makerspaces and let them know, hey, for the month of July, we're going to send you some Little Bits, and then you guys can host a build night at your space. We hosted build nights in 38 countries, all around the world. And we've sent things to Nepal, we've sent things to South Korea, pretty much everywhere. And if you're not familiar with what a hackerspace or a makerspace is, it's pretty much a community space where you can go and make stuff. That ranges from tech shop where you buy a month membership and you have access to their tools, to something like San Francisco, Noise, where anybody can go. There's no fee, and they just want you to come in and learn from their classes. So once we have the product and the makerspaces on board, the makerspaces host event, and then they post projects on Instructables from their build night. So Voltaic Systems is a solar panel company, and we sent their products to 15 hackerspaces around the world. This is one of the cool projects that came out of it. It's a bird-proof squirrel feeder, and it has a solar panel-powered camera that takes pictures, you know, of outdoors and stuff. And the cool stuff about the build nights that's different from in-house editorial content is, you know, you're kind of getting really authentic content from the hackerspaces versus doing in-house, you know, project sharing, you know, so it's really putting your stuff out to the community, seeing what people can do, seeing how people get creative. So we've got a lot of really cool projects and stories that have come out of the build night, and I'll go through a few of them. So we hosted a build night at the Inventor House in Mexico, and we sent them electronics parts from Genco, and they actually got on their local news station. The news crew came down and came to the event, and there was a huge story in their small town about the Genco build night, and that was really exciting for them. They got their community really excited that they were getting to, you know, play around. I think it was a local story that ran in their newspaper, so that was really great. Noise Bridge, which is located in San Francisco, we ran a bear conductive build night event, and we had about 40 people come out to the event, and you know, people were really getting really creative with the bear conductive. One guy was working on this large sculpture, and he was painting conductive lines all the way down his sculpture to run LEDs, you know, on different parts of it. So instead of having ugly wires, he had some beautiful paint that was conducting, you know, the electricity for that. And then we worked with Lumi, which was the photosensitive dye, and we ran a live Google on-air hangout. And we had people from all around the world tuning in, and they got to see how to use the product. So the hackerspaces would all, you know, look while they were running their build nights and ask questions. We had a forum group going, a live forum group, and they could ask questions about the build night and what was going on. So that concludes my presentation. If you are a hackerspace or a company that makes a cool product and you're interested in sending your product around the world and getting cool examples of how to use your products, or if you're a hackerspace and you want to get new products, we're running one with Dremel in July. We're doing Little Bits in June. We've got a lot of other cool partners coming up for the future, so come talk to me after or send me an email. Thanks.